Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a part 2 of this error code HC2. When I was editing the video that I just posted recently about the error code HC2, I wanted to go back after the fact and check on this wire. I popped the top open again. I noticed the connector here is darker blue, just like the original one looks like. And then I noticed right here that sheathing is starting to separate again from this connector. And so when I was curious, I just got over here and I just went to go look at it, and it literally just slid off the connector just like that. Like it literally just popped right off. Now, that is not how the technician left it. He literally snugged it up so much that he could not pull it off. He said something about he had to make sure that it was so tight on that connector. Dude, if Heather Holland calls me about a loan one more time, I'm going to lose my mind. Stop calling me. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, he said it had to be so tight up against this, and like, I know he didn't leave it because I literally watched him pull on that thing. It was extremely tight. So we are going to be running some tests. I'm going to be calling support back again, and we are going to be running some tests. But I wanted you all to look at a few things and understand that it might be a little bit dark. It's a little bit dark in this room, but here we go. So obviously you can see here that the wire is the sheathing around it like has literally just it's been melted. I mean, it has gotten, it's gotten so hot around that connector that it just melted. And you might say, oh, well, that's just because it's right beside there. Well, these haven't melted either, and they're not getting hot. So I want you to take a look at the discoloration there. Okay. Now let's compare it to this one, right? The white one up top. Off to the side. Compare those two. See them? There's so much more heat buildup on that middle one right there than the top one, and the bottom one looks the same as the top. So that one has got a lot more resistance or amperage going through it. We're gonna run a few tests and just see what we can find out, okay? Now, I'm not sure exactly what these numbers are going to give us, but we're going to take all three of these connectors loose. We're going to put our multimeter to check for resistance. Set that off to the side. Man, it is just really dark in there. Sorry. All right, we're just going to connect. Obviously, the power is off to this machine. You should not touch this unless the power is off, because this is definitely 240 volt. Oh, I don't know if you could see it, but there's like a weld, like a spot weld right there. See that? Oh, probably can't because my hand's in the way. Let's see. Maybe. I'll take a picture of it. Anyway, so we're going to check resistance between the top two and just see what we get. Yep, looks like we're getting, it's all over the place. 66.9 ohms. We're getting 90 at first. Okay, all right, so we got 60 something. Okay, so that's between the top two. Now we'll go top to bottom. See the bottom connector, the top connector, and we are getting 53 ohms, which makes sense because No, it doesn't make sense. I think it'd be higher. I don't know. Okay. All right, and then we'll go middle to bottom right here. And now we are getting 15 ohms. So that is a little strange. So I would think that, you know, the distance, so there's 4 of these, the distance, like the resistance would be, oh, huh, hold on. So I check, let's see if I can just set this up. See if you could just see that right there, and then so that's the bottom. Let's move this. It was like it was weird. Okay, all right. So we'll go top to bottom just to double check. Okay, 53, and now we'll go. Let's go middle to. We'll go middle to top. 40, 39. Yeah, a little strange. Okay, all right, those are the resistance numbers. So I'm a little curious. So if we do end up replacing this, I'm gonna run another test and just see. So with all this off too, I do want you to, hopefully, let's see, maybe this will help right here. I do want you to see with that other cable, like watch just how effortlessly this just, I mean, it's like, it's not even, it's, ugh. Okay, look, here we go. I don't focus on that. Look at that. And he tightened it all the way up. And this is after like 5 loads. Like literally, I barely ran anything through this. So it tells me that there's another issue. Like there's an underlying cause of why that connector is doing that. You know, it can't last 7 months and then all of a sudden start having all these issues. 8 months actually. So let's put it all together. I got one more test for you. That's going to be a temperature test. We're going to take a look and see just what the we're going to take a look and see what the temperatures are. So we're going to plug. So I'm going to start from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we here. Just kidding. Yeah, don't quote me. All right, so we are just I am going to just run the timed dry cycle just so you can see. And then we're going to take this and put it right back here. Okay, and now we got to be super duper careful now. Okay, but I want you guys to see the, let's see if I can zoom out any. Okay, so there's some. Okay, you may not be able to see it. That is the connector at the bottom. This is the blue. It's really hard to do. So that is already up to 100. 169 degrees. If we go up here to the top, it's already at 220 degrees. Look at that. Okay, now we go to the top one. It's only 106 degrees. That seems like quite a discrepancy. So there, that one, is 103. We'll move down. I'm trying to get all this in there so you can see it. It's really hard. That is 240 degrees. Did you see that spike right there at the top? Now let's go down a little bit to the middle. Look, 200 degrees. That's almost a 40 degree difference. Go up, 230, down to the middle, 201. Go to the bottom of it, 101 degrees. 101. Go to the very bottom connector, 93 degrees. Go back to the top, 140. But we'll go to the top of that middle connector, it's 243 degrees. Now we'll go back down. This is only after 2 minutes, guys. The middle, 201. The bottom of the blue connector, at the very bottom of that plate, 117. But at the top of it, it's almost 260 degrees. Go back to the bottom, 115. Go to the middle of the connector right here, end of the connector towards the plate, 270. Towards the middle of the connector, 155. Towards the end of the connector, 120. The thermal sheathing, 110. Oh, you can't see that. Thermal sheathing right here is 105. Connector is 130. The middle of the connector is 220, 215, 221. End of the connector is 280. So between there and there is a 60 degree difference between there and there. And the top of this is 290, 315 degrees, 340 degrees. Right there at the top, look at that, 307. But if you go to the bottom of that connector, it's 131 degrees. But at the top, 332. Top up here, 142. Bottom one, 111. So, and look, just so you know, I haven't skipped anything. That's 3 minutes. Maybe 4 because of, time. Well, yeah, see, maybe 4. But, like, literally, that is insane. There is such a huge discrepancy in temperature, 360 degrees. And then at the bottom of it, like 135. So it tells me, I want to pause this because it's loud. This thing, it literally is telling me, I'm going to turn the power back off to this. It's super hot. Like, it is telling me that there is some sort of heating resistance in that second connector there. And obviously I'm not going to touch it because it's stupid hot. But look how fast it cooled down. Look. Like it dropped 100 degrees in like no time. So there's either a problem with the mechanics of the way that their heating element is working, or there's a problem with this connector having too much resistance build up at the end, or there is a problem from the original issue. Okay, man, it smells bad. I'm gonna turn it back on because I think it actually needs to run through that cycle to burn that heat or blow that heat out. Starting to smell really bad. It's hot. So there's a problem though with some sort of resistance on this connector right over there. Like that, between there shouldn't be that big of a difference between the top and the bottom of heat. I mean, there shouldn't be a 200-degree difference in something that's literally like an inch longer, you know? I don't know, but that seems to be the issue right there. There's too much electrical resistance happening on this connector. And I don't have the equipment to test it, but I'm going to call support and I will let you guys know. I'm going to tell them the scenario and what's happening, and I'm going to let you guys know. But hope you guys stay tuned. Be sure to watch my previous video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. Love you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Take care. Love you.